So Tim, if somebody wants to pop the top or not build new, right? Tell us a little bit about that. You guys do quite a bit of that, it sounds like.
Yeah, we do. You know, going back to kind of the word I've used before to describe paradigm, flexibility. You know, if you don't want to build new, we have the ability to kind of bring you alongside of us and pop the top or do an expansion at the back, adding on to the home. We like to call it reinventing your current home. You take the current space that you have, talk through your lifestyle again of how you live, some of the things you like, some of the things you don't like, what is the additional space that you need. In the case of a pop top, most of the time we're adding bedrooms, mostly master suites, large walk-in closets, expanding the footprint of the house up, because a lot of times, you know, in certain jurisdictions, Arlington, certain parts of Fairfax or Vienna, you don't really have the room to go out the back or to the sides because of the restriction lines. So going up is the best alternative to kind of get that additional square footage. We've done a lot of these throughout Arlington and Vienna, and you know, we'd love to kind of think through ways to. I'm done.
Yeah, no, that's good. And so, you know, Tim, actually, you know, it's interesting when we're hosting open houses and new construction homes, we have people that come through all the time and they're like, you know, we're trying to decide, should we build new or should we expand, you know, our current home? And they're always trying to do that analysis, right? Like, what advice do you give somebody like that? Sure.
You know, one of the things we like to do is with us, because we can do both, we like to sit down and kind of help you study the market a little bit. Look around the current market that you're living in, kind of see what will support, you know, the home is your largest investment. So we want to look at that first to see if it will support a new build, which sometimes it will, sometimes it won't, depending on the market that you're in. Or the other alternative to do is to do a pop top or an addition. You know, so with us, we'll sit down, we'll help you kind of think through the costs, you know, of build new versus the cost of popping the top, and then we'll do that through a little bit of market analysis.
Okay. What about timing? Like, how does timing work in all this? Like, building a new home versus, you know, doing a remodel and expansion?
Sure. So building a new home is going to take longer. Typically, depending on the county that you're in, but we usually see anywhere from 8 to 16 months, depending on the size of the home. And you know, with a pop top, the addition side of it, it's usually somewhere between 6 to 14 months, 6 to 12 months, depending on, you know, the level of detail, what county you're in. Some counties have longer permitting process than others. So, you know, typically, you know, pop the top 6 to 12, 6 to 14. New is somewhere between 8 to 12, 8 to 14.
Okay. What's the most common thing you see when somebody wants to reinvent their home? What's the most common thing that you see that people normally do?
Sure. I think I'm going to use the kind of key phrase that everybody uses, open floor plan. Everything, you know, 1930s, 40s, 50s kind of had these segregated rooms. I think because of the lifestyle back then, that's kind of how they lived. Today, everybody kind of wants to congregate the kitchen. Right? That's like the main social room of the house. Everybody wants to be there. The food's there. Why wouldn't you want to be there?
Yeah, that's right. That's right. That's right. I know my wife, that's what she wants, right? Everybody in the kitchen. She wants a big chef, you know, type of kitchen, and the ability to kind of oversee her kingdom and entertain people, right?
That's great.
Awesome. Great.